Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, the second official podcast for the week. 2 podcasts in a row. Who would have thought? And first and foremostly, as I like to say, even though it's not a phrase, a big thank you to Casey who joins us for the podcast. Hey, Casey.
Hey!
Why am I thanking you this morning?
Because Lucy is very ill with a secondary disease.
Secondary disease.
Secondary sickness.
We'll unpack that in a second.
Yeah.
And you filled in for
I
this.
filled in, yes.
So thank you so much. As we already know, you're a big part of the podcast.
Yeah.
You're a big part of producing the actual show.
Yeah.
And not only did you have to do all that for me today, but you also were on the air being amazing. So thank you.
Thank you for helping me.
So now you get to sit in Lucy's chair.
I know, this is so fun.
Lucy's chair, but you're not using her microphone this morning.
Absolutely not. I saw her yesterday on air absolutely putting her nostrils on her microphone.
See, I thought it was because you thought, well, I can't possibly have the pink microphone because that's Lucy's. You're just doing it for hygiene reasons.
Yeah, I don't want to get pneumonia, so I
Gotcha.
thought better not.
All right. I thought it was a sign of respect. It's actually just you don't want to get girl germs from Lucy.
Sorry.
The greatest news is that Casey is in the hot seat being as awesome as she is. But the other extra greatest news is that we have a special guest joining us on the podcast today. Maybe you have heard this particular person once. I think maybe made a very brief special appearance on a podcast at some point last year. But everybody, it is with great pleasure that I humbly announce to you that our special guest, and maybe for the rest of the week, joining us on the podcast, it's Lydia, everybody. Hi, Lydia.
Hello. Well, thanks for having me. I feel so privileged.
Don't feel privileged at all because you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
I am concerned, but I'm excited.
She has no idea. I just called her, hey, Lids, can you come in here? We're doing a podcast. She's like, okay.
Now, I'm classic here around the office. Now, Lydia knows this and so does Casey. Like, I know people around the office. And then there's a circle of trust of the people that I know, and Lydia falls into that. Lydia's seen me be me and seems to be okay with me being me. Yeah. But classic Kel, and I'm thinking classic guy, if somebody said, hey, what does Lydia do around the place? I'd be like, oh, she does everything.
Everything.
Heaps of stuff. For those that are just tuning in today, Lydia, what is it that you actually do around the light?
That's a great question.
It's everything.
It is.
It's really hard to actually explain what I do because I liaise with the different departments.
That's such a big word.
I know. She works with. Thank you.
You work with the boss.
Yeah.
I work with the boss directly, and I work with the other departments to make sure everything flows smoothly.
But here's what I see, Casey, when I see Lydia at work, is essentially she's organising the boss.
Yeah.
And
Pretty much.
Lydia is the classic, like, we'll be in a high-level meeting with our direct manager and he'll say something and Lydia will be like, actually, that's not correct.
That is so true. I love the boss moves. Yep.
He loves it too. I think he loves it too. He laughs.
He does.
So.
He doesn't get upset.
No,
I will
he
say
doesn't.
that. But
I
think
haven't been fired yet.
I live, and I know everyone else at the table lives for Lydia going, actually, MJ, you're completely incorrect on that.
The other day we're in a meeting and Lydia walks in and we're all sitting down and Lydia asked someone to make her a charcuterie board for everyone to eat at the table in our meeting. And so the other colleague brings in the charcuterie board, leaves. We don't think this colleague is coming back. She comes back for a coffee just for Lydia. Absolute boss move, puts it in front of Lydia and leaves.
No one
else got a coffee.
This is also a good point. Not only does she boss the bosses around, but she's also... But the other thing about you're not bossy.
No.
That's what I love about Lydia. You're actually a really sweet person,
true.
but you have an ability to put everyone in their place.
It's so true. And I love it so much. I'm happy that people don't see that as bossiness.
Yeah.
If that's a word. I don't know.
I don't see you as bossy. I see you as hyper-organised.
Yeah.
And everyone else is not.
That is the best
And
way to
that's
put
why
it.
I have to be hyper-organised because then nothing else gets done. I have to remind people. I have to tell people off sometimes nicely, respectfully, kindly.
Okay.
Kelly, you know what it is? You and Cam...
Oh.
You guys are just too nice for me to be angry at you.
Really?
Or to be upset. Like, even if you don't do anything, or if you don't deliver the liners, or if you don't do the live reads, I just can't get mad at you. I just feel like Cal.
I feel like that's a lot of Cam and I not doing anything. That's a big part of our personality, not doing anything.
I love that she's like, Kel, you do absolutely nothing.
She just, see what happened? She just told me off.
Yeah,
but
she did.
I feel better about myself afterwards.
What is this Lydia effect?
I just want to clarify though, Kel and Cam are super hardworking. Yeah. They rarely miss anything, to be honest. And I'm saying this like seriously, that you guys rarely miss anything. Yeah. So that's why I don't tell you off, because you actually get the job done.
Excellent. Back in the before times, about a year ago, Lucy and I, as the Lucy and Kel breakfast show, we were in need of a new producer. And Lydia was one of the people that we interviewed out of the many people we interviewed. But spoilers, obviously you know now that we also interviewed Casey as our producer as well. Woo! But this is the good news. It's not about who we chose.
No.
It's about the fact that when we interviewed with Casey as producer and when we interviewed with Lydia as producer, Lucy and I came away with the same response. Was that we can't really decide between either of you, so we desperately need to have both of you here working at the station. And I'm so happy because we ended up with Casey because Casey was doing a bit more things behind the scenes that were related to on air already. You were helping out the drive show and stuff like that. But Lydia left such an impression on us of just being a sweet, organised and actually a little bit of an edge to organise us all. We couldn't do without you. So I'm so glad that they found another position for you in the station, which is essentially doing what you would have done for us anyway, but you're just doing it for everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I get to do it alongside Casey as well. I think they've actually chosen, I would say, the best person to be the brekkie producer, and you guys just get along so well. And
I think
you do an amazing job, and I love it so much.
As in, like, I say to Lydia, the stuff that she shows me that she's doing, I'm like, thank God. Why did I even say I can do Google Sheets? Because that sucks.
Well, here's a good thing for me to ask. So when you were being interviewed by Lucy and Kel, both of you, what impressions were you left with after the fact? Like, when you walked away from our interview, Lydia, what did you honestly think about Lucy and me?
I don't think anyone else knows this, and I don't know if you would remember. You would, because you guys interviewed me. The first interview we actually did was on Zoom.
Yes,
because I was traveling.
Because you were overseas.
Yes, so I met you guys on Zoom, and then I got back. I did my other interview with the big bosses.
Yes.
And then I got a call saying, Lucy and Kel met everyone else in person. They'd love to do the same with you just so it's fair, which I really appreciate. So that's when I met you guys.
We went out for coffee.
Yeah. You guys were super nice, super friendly, paid attention to what I was saying. You asked questions.
Even my resting face, even my disappointed resting face didn't throw you?
You're just a lovely person, Kel. You're nice.
This is why we like Lydia. Well, I'm glad that we left a good impression, and I'm really glad that we were able to have both of you working for the organisation, because you two are the future of the organisation, let's be fair.
Listen out, everyone.
Lydia, would you like to be a part, now that we've introduced your backstory and we know who you are, would you come back for other podcasts for the rest of the week?
Absolutely. Just text me, Casey, and I'm in.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Yesterday's podcast, I somewhat encouraged Lucy to come on the podcast. She wasn't very well.
Yeah.
Her voice was barely holding up, but I thought that'd be fun. Put her on the podcast.
Great.
So we have the podcast and you can listen back to it. And she did very well, but she's very honest. She wasn't feeling great about her health and where she was at. And her voice was breaking and she was feeling very under the weather.
Yeah.
And she's been to the doctor in the last 12 hours or so. And the doctor said, no more work for you. You stay at home, because if you keep pushing yourself, and this is interesting, my ears pricked up when I heard this. The doctor said, if you keep pushing yourself, Lucy, you'll get a secondary infection.
Yeah.
I don't know really what that means.
I had to Google that.
It just sounds worse.
Yeah, it just said,
when a doctor says something that sounds worse, you're like, okay, I'll just do what the doctor says. So yesterday on the potty, of course, the resident health expert of the Lucy and Kel Breakfast Show is producer Casey.
Correct, it is me. Hello.
You're a very healthy person.
Yes, I am. Thanks for welcoming me onto your show as a health expert for this next 5 minutes.
Well, in general, like when we started the podcast and you were on board, you just started trying to encourage Lucy and I to live healthier lives.
Yeah, I was just like, hey guys, have you heard of this?
Yeah. Now, if you know anything about me, I do not tend to lean healthy life. I am
You're keto.
Almost a half a century old, and I'm surprised I got to half a century, to be honest.
Yay!
I've lucked my way through life, not being all that healthy at all. With Lucy, she, on the outside, appears to live a very healthy life.
Yeah.
But also she loves the KFC. loves the KFC.
I know, I've been telling her off about that.
Yes, but Casey's not even like you don't even cheat.
No, I don't have Macca's or KFC. I just don't crave it.
Even your cheating is like healthy.
It's like a corn chip.
I know. You're like, oh,
love it.
Had a corn chip yesterday. I don't know how I'm going to work that off.
I love it.
Yesterday on the show, though, you suggested something for Lucy, because Lucy's very under the weather. Everything was going wrong with her immune system. She's coughing. She's spluttering. Her voice is going. She's got headaches. And you said, you know what you need in your life?
Camu powder.
Camu powder. And, of course, being the least healthy of the group, I said, hang on a second.
What is
Camu?
Yeah.
And before I could Google it, you let me know. It's a superfood.
It's a superfood. It has 60 more times vitamin C than oranges and 30 more times than kiwi.
I told you she's the health expert. She
Got
can
there in
reel
the
off
end.
these numbers just off the top of her head.
It's just crazy.
Now, for those that don't know, and I didn't, it's a berry that
tiny
lives
berry
on a bush in the Amazonian rainforest.
Yeah. I don't know how it got first discovered, and they were like, 60 more times vitamin C than oranges. But it's true.
You use the powder.
Yes.
And one of the great things about Casey is she sets it up like, this is going to be amazing for you, Lucy. Have the Camu powder. It's going to change your life.
Oh,
However, there's one thing. And this is what I love about you. You're very honest.
You have to be.
The thing you need to know about Camu powder is it tastes repulsive.
Correct. It is
Lucy's
so bad.
Lucy's like, what? She goes, it's the worst tasting thing you could ever do.
Yeah, not very convincing, that's for sure.
Well, so most people just leave that bit out. But I like that you go, disclaimer, by the way, this will make you healthier, but you'll hate every second of it.
Yeah. But you convinced her because you Googled it and you said it makes you look younger.
It also says, talk about a superfood, the Camu apparently reverses your aging.
Yeah, it does. It does everything, guys. And so I offered her, I said, I'll get you some orange juice and I'll shake it up and shake.
Have you tasted it, obviously?
I've tasted it.
Is there any way to describe to the Light family what it might be adjacent to? Like, is it like eating dirt, or is it like eating tree bark, or what is it?
Oh, good question. It tastes
it's just
a bit
worst.
bitter, but yeah, when you drink it, you sort of go...
Oh, right.
Like that.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what it is.
It's when you give me healthy food, because Casey sometimes goes, guys, I baked a chocolate cake. And we're like, we know you haven't baked a chocolate cake.
Oh, no.
It resembles a chocolate cake. And then you taste it and you're like, yeah.
It's a salad.
It's trying to, it's trying to be a chocolate cake, but essentially I'm eating a wedge of salad. Disguised as a chocolate cake.
Dang it.
All right,
works.
so you can definitely taste it if you put it in orange juice or any of your liquids.
Yeah.
But it's doing a world of good, but it tastes terrible.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of that going on. I would love to know this morning, Melbourne, because Casey's doing her best to keep me and Lucy healthy. And, it's an uphill battle with me. But I've had plenty of things recommended to me over my lifetime. Things like spirulina was once recommended to me, which I think spirulina is like a leaf.
Yeah.
But
How'd you go?
But people sort of blend it up into a liquid, right?
Yeah.
Spirulina, and I'm not even exaggerating, is the foulest tasting thing I have ever ingested as a liquid.
Yeah.
Think of any medicine you've ever had as a child that you don't like having because it tastes terrible. Spirulina is worse. But again, spirulina is this magical leaf that will turn my life around.
Correct.
But I feel like that. I feel like there are things out there that people take in their life that taste terrible, but it's good for them. Bran. I present to you bran.
I don't even know what bran is.
How did they ever advertise bran to people? Because when you have a bowl of bran,
cereal,
you're having a bowl of brown. It's like eating
cardboard.
It's like eating cardboard.
Yeah.
There's no way, and the only way they can maybe sell it a little bit better is they throw sultanas into it. They go, look, it's got sultanas now.
Yeah, it's chewy.
What are you complaining about?
Crazy.
I think there are a lot of food out there that is good for you that tastes terrible. So for you, it's the Camu.
Yeah.
And the spirulina.
Yeah.
Anything else that you're having that tastes awful?
Well, my mum's really into like liver organs and all that stuff. So she's whipping up a bit of toast. I'm like, oh, Mum, what you doing? What you putting on your toast this morning? Oh, just a bit of liver.
Is it
and I can smell it.
Is it sliced up liver or
it's just like blended up liver from the butcher? And I said, well, actually, first I was like, is that Nutella? It looks weird. We don't have Nutella in our house. It's liver. And I said, she's like, do you want some? I was no.
I will say, however, much like yourself, your mum looks very healthy.
Yeah.
And everyone would comment when they saw your mum that you and your mum would be like sisters.
Yeah, correct. So she's laughing.
Maybe we should also grab ourselves some liver.
Absolutely not.
I've never tasted liver because I know inherently it tastes awful.
It's gross, but it's so good for you.
What are you having, Melbourne, that is gross but is good for you? Kale is another one.
Oh.
I remember Lucy going through a period of time where we tried to kale everything. And kale is such a hard food to get across the line for some people where it's literally a lettuce, right?
Yeah, basically.
But it's so bitter that people said, well, what if we cook it?
Yeah.
Like, what if we put it in the oven to make it better?
Yeah.
But that didn't make it better in my experience. It only made it worse because not only is it bitter, but now it's also burnt.
Oh, yeah. Well, you've done it wrong, Cal.
It's burnt, ashy lettuce that's supposed to be amazing for me. Other people are suggesting, and I agree with this, cod liver oil and fish oil.
I love cod liver oil.
But are you taking it in like tablet form?
No, I'm taking it in proper liquid oil form.
So
I love it.
No. Just wait a second. So you're drinking cod liver oil?
Absolutely. 1 teaspoon every day.
And what does it taste like other than cod liver?
No, I don't mind fish from the fish and chip shop, so it's just like that, a little bit more stickier.
Look, I don't mind fish. I don't mind a flake. I don't know if I want to drink liquid fish.
Yeah, well, I have it at night, and if I do have it during the day, just pop a gum in afterwards. It's fine.
Like a gummy?
Yeah, like a chewy to make your breath not smell.
Oh, like a chew. Okay.
Yeah, but I like the taste.
Are you having normal chewy like the rest of us, or is this like cod liver chewy?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Don't worry.
Some people are texting through as well in regards to things that you have, things that you eat that are good for you but taste horrendous. What are people saying on text?
Heather goes, the best thing ever when you have a sore throat, to gargle warm salty water. It almost works instantly. Do it every 10 minutes or when you can, and tell Lucy this, Cal.
I will, Heather. I will, because she is one of the symptoms she has is a sore throat.
Yeah.
I've often been encouraged to do warm salty water, and I actually can't stomach that either.
Yeah,
because the water is warm. And I mean, try and just drink warm water. That's already a task.
Yeah.
And then to have salty warm water.
Just go to the beach.
And I'm not a very,
Really?
Just
if you really
just
want
go
it.
to the source. And I'll say this, and I'm not proud of it. I'm not a good gargler.
Oh, no.
Are you a good gargler?
Yeah, look, I can do it right now. Got nothing in there and I can do it. It's a hidden talent.
You're so good at gargling that you don't require anything to gargle.
Correct.
We're learning lots.
Yeah. Corrine from Clyde North said, isn't pate made of liver?
Well, yes. So we talked about the fact that your mum, who admittedly, your mum looks like she's 26.
Yeah.
But she is in the fitness and health industry.
Yeah.
She slices liver up and puts it on toast,
Chucks
did you
it
say?
on toast,
right.
yep. For
now,
brekkie.
again, I will agree with you. Liver pate is delicious, but I'm pretty sure it's not just pureed liver.
No.
I'm pretty sure there's sugars and spices and all things
And
nices that they are putting in the liver. If it was just like pureed liver, I don't think it would sell as well.
Yeah, nah. We've got Sash from Mulgrave. He says Irish sea moss.
What on earth is Irish sea moss?
I've had sea moss before. I'm not sure how an Irish one tastes.
Now wait. Are we just talking moss from a craggy rock in the ocean?
Well, that's how they extract it originally. But then they'd put some fun stuff in it, put it in a jar and call it a day.
What fun stuff are they putting in Irish sea moss?
Well, my one was blue.
Wait a second.
It tastes good. It's really good for your skin. Everything's good for your skin these days.
So you're saying Irish sea moss, which is in green, which is blue, tastes great.
That is actually nice, Sash.
Right.
I wonder why
Sash.
you don't think it tastes good. Someone else texted in and said olive leaf extract. We also have that. And
I
it's
love
great.
my olives. I've never had an olive leaf.
Yeah. Well, I think that tastes great.
Once you talked about how great cod liver oil was for 5 minutes,
Unreliable
I decided
source.
not to rely on you as what tastes good and what does not.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
I love these.
It's time for cars and kid conversations. Now, if you haven't heard one of my cars and kid conversation segment, it's essentially a question that I got asked in the car by my kids that doesn't really have an answer. Or really, the idea is you don't expect the question to come. And when it hits you in the car while you're driving from point A to point B, your brain melts.
Yeah.
And you struggle to have an answer. And I was posed a question in the car on the way home from school the other day. And I'm going to pose it to you, Casey.
Okay.
And then
excited.
to the rest of the Light family. And we're going to find out what the answer is to my kids' question from the car, from the back seat a couple of days ago. It's like a would you rather.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
How are you with bugs? and insects.
Disgusting. Why do
You don't
they
like
exist?
them at all?
I don't know.
Why?
I go into that zone of what are they for? Because they just look irrelevant to me.
It's not even about how you feel about them. You're just questioning why they were invented.
Correct.
I think there's a reason that we have bugs. I'm sure they're actually integral to us surviving. Like, we need bees and stuff.
Yeah, bees, only exception.
Right, okay.
They're cute.
So, cute insects you're okay with.
Correct.
Other creepy crawlies, not so much.
Get out.
Driving in the car, my kid's in the back of the car, and this was from Nina, my daughter.
Okay.
And out of the blue, she said, "Hey, Dad, if you had to choose between a spider or a cockroach running across your face while you slept,
Of course.
which would you choose?" And ladies and gentlemen, that is your question of this morning. So I'm just riding around, driving the kids, being a dad taxi, and the question is, if you had to, there's no choice in the matter, you have to have a spider or a cockroach run across your face, which one would you choose?
Why is she thinking this?
I have no idea.
Just out of the blue.
These are where these questions come from.
Wow,
they go
Nina.
quiet in the back of the car.
Yeah.
And then after about 60 or maybe 70 seconds of nothingness, then a question like this will be fired off, and I must have an answer.
That's so
I
interesting.
pose to you this morning,
Yeah.
Casey. You
Woo.
have to.
All right.
It's unavoidable.
All right.
You have to have a spider or a cockroach cross your face.
I'm just sleeping in bed.
You're asleep in bed, hopefully with your mouth closed.
That's
The spider or the cockroach races across your head. Which one is it?
well, I feel honoured that I get to pick because
That you
usually in
get to
those
have-
situations
well,
it's just whatever you get.
I feel like I'm preparing you for
So-
later on in life when you and Riley eventually have kids that ask bizarre questions like this one.
Great. Well, I'm going just for the simple fact that they have less legs, I think, and are less hairy, I think.
Right.
A cockroach.
Going with a cockroach.
course.
That is your answer to the question.
Yes,
this
and if
morning.
they start flying, grab the wings and just chuck them. I'm not touching a spider. No way.
All right, so you're going with cockroach
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be happy to know that I also went with cockroach.
Okay. Good.
For some reason, I know a lot of people have a very, very specific reaction to cockroaches.
Yeah.
But I don't find them all that upsetting. And I'm with you. They're not as big as spiders.
Yeah.
I think you're correct. I don't believe they have as many legs as spiders. I'm going to go, without Googling, I'm going to go out on a limb and say cockroaches maybe have 6
Okay.
legs, whereas we know historically spiders have 8 legs. So you're
Yeah,
right
yeah.
on the leg count, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, 6 legs. I just
6
Googled
legs.
it. Yeah. 3 pairs.
So
Wow.
far, you know more about cockroaches than most people I
I
know.
need to close my browser because there's so many cockroaches on my screen right now.
So
Yep.
less legs than spiders.
Yep.
Less furrier than spiders.
Yeah.
They're quite smooth, actually.
I might have one as a pet now.
I feel like a lot of people just think badly about cockroaches because of what they get up to,
Yeah.
which is mostly garbage.
just gross.
Just
They're dirty.
rubbish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think spiders are any cleaner when you think about spiders.
Well, they are very intricate. They can make spider webs.
This is it.
So maybe they're,
Spiders are skittish.
Yeah.
Spiders are unpredictable.
Yeah, but
And
I don't
also-
want it running across my face.
Well, you have to. That's the question
Thanks,
from my
Nina.
darling daughter Nina. You have to have something run across your face, and it's got to be a spider or a cockroach.
Did she choose?
Yes, she chose spider.
What was
But
her
I had a
reasoning?
story about it too. So I was working as a chippy a century ago, and at one point on the work site, I picked up a pipe and I felt something run up my arm and then stop on the side of my neck.
No.
And I said to myself, that's some sort of creepy crawly. So then I brought my hand up to brush it away from my neck, and as I tried to brush it away from my neck, it ran to the back of my neck and then up the top of my head. And I thought, this isn't going well.
No way.
And I may have even thought to myself, I hope this is a cockroach.
Oh, my
'cause I don't know
gosh.
what this is. But it felt like it had more legs than a cockroach.
Nah, that's disgusting.
And as I tried to brush it off the top of my head, it got stuck to the underside of my hand. And as I brought my hand in front of my face to look at what was actually crawling all over my body, it was indeed the biggest huntsman I've ever seen.
Nah, I can't do this. That is disgusting.
It's not great. Spiders aren't great in general. So the question this morning, you've gone cockroach, I've gone cockroach. I think that's a controversial answer. I think a lot of people just be like spider.
Yeah, people have them as pets.
But you're hearing, this is the first, Casey and Kel for breakfast,
Yep.
we're team cockroach.
Woohoo! We've got Jodie, listener of the year 2025 from South Morang. She texted in and said, cockroaches hands down. Who would pick spider?
Who would pick spider?
True.
I can't think of a scenario, even a daddy long legs. Like, it's just too many legs.
That's tall. I wouldn't know where its body is when I'm asleep.
One leg up your nose, and one leg in your mouth, and one leg in your ear as it crosses across
everyone.
your face.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Karen from Malvern East texted in saying, morning dynamic duo. Hello, Karen. She said, if I had to choose, can't believe I'm choosing, but it would be a spider.
Team spider.
They are cleaner, but the spider needs to be small. And then she goes, ew.
I don't think there's any scenario where a spider works because, I mean, it's fair enough to say spiders are cleaner.
Yeah.
Compared to a cockroach, of course. But even like a small jumping spider, a small jumping spider could jump right up your nose into your brain. Like, quite literally.
Oh, my gosh. That is my worst nightmare.
I know. There's no spider.
Oh, my gosh.
There's no spider
I'm
that
itchy now.
I can't think of any spider where I'd be okay with it crawling across my face.
Absolutely not. Juliet texted in. She said, good morning. Horrible question.
It is a horrible. I didn't say it was a good question. It's a question from my child in the backseat of the car, and most of the time they are horrible.
She goes, I would choose a cockroach because they don't bite and the spider could.
Yes.
But
who has a reputation for biting people? Spiders.
Yes. There is a text message here
from
Riley. Oh, from New Gisborne. That must be my husband.
Oh,
hi, Riley. He contradicts your point, Juliet, because he did a bit of research and he found out that bites from cockroaches often happen on the face while you're sleeping.
So your husband Riley's done some research to support the evidence that cockroaches actually bite as well as spiders do.
Yeah.
I had no idea cockroaches were biting. What do they have at the front of their face? Do they have the claws at the front of their face that open and close?
I'm not Googling it again because that absolutely horrified me. That has to be your job.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Exciting times for my kids this morning. Now, all the kids are back at school, obviously, over the last week or so. My kids have moved into year 7, so it's that transitional period between primary school into being totally grown up, Dad. We're in year 7 now.
Yeah.
We're year 7ers. We know what's going on. So they're in year 7 and it's day 3 or 4 of them going back to school. So they're just starting out in year 7. They're just learning the ropes. They've just got new teachers. They're doing maths and English and geography and history that they've never done before.
Yeah.
But today is an important day because today, ladies and gentlemen, my kids are embarking on the school photos. So it's school photo day today, which is always very exciting for the parents. I don't know how exciting it is for the kids. School photos, I don't even know what they do now. Like, I've got an idea of what school photos are, but back in my day, school photos were, you had one shot.
Yeah.
There was no Photoshop. There was no, we'll put this on a file for you and you can whack it into the laptop and do what you like. I don't even know if they allow that now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, can't you just get the photos of your kids from school now and just do what you want with them on your laptop? I don't know.
What year were you doing primary school?
Back when the dinosaurs were around. So in the 80s, this is what happened in the 80s. In the 80s, you all lined up. So the teacher lined you up. There was one tiny chair that sat and it was just in front of this blue tarp.
Yep.
It's a blue tarp behind you. And then the teacher would grab you by the hand and shove you into the chair. And the guy behind the camera would be like, right, cheese, click. So the distance between cheese and click was a nanosecond. And whatever the photo was, that's what it was.
That's it.
And my parents would pay $60 for that.
Wow.
And I might have been looking at the ground. I might have been picking my nose. It could have been anything.
When you say that, was it just like an A4 size photo?
It was pretty much just a large photo of a small child who was just being blinded by a photographic flash.
And every parent must have it on
And
their
then we'd
bookshelf.
have the big school one. We'd have the big class one. And because I was a large kid at school, very tall, I would always be up the back. But for some bizarre reason, and I don't know if this still happens, back in the 80s, you'd always have a kid on the ground. So there'd be chairs where everyone was sitting and me and some other kids up the back standing with the teacher.
Yeah.
And then some child was asked to lie down on the ground or sit sort of relaxed style in front of everybody. And then
what is that, an album cover?
Yeah. It's literally one of the weirdest things that I think back on going, why was that kid chosen to recline in front of the rest of the class?
I mean, it's cool, but not if you're the only one.
We were having a quick chat about this because my kids are going to do what they can do.
Yeah.
They're in that weird sort of 12, 13-year-old space. So they're just developing into their bodies and their faces. Yeah. So I'm not expecting much.
Yeah.
I mean, getting my kids to take a photo in general is tough enough.
Yeah.
And, smiling for them is a little bit weird. weird because they're so used to taking their own photos and their own selfies, and this is not what happens on school photo day. Like, all of the control is taken away from them. I do know that their mother will be doing everything within her power to make sure the hair is right, and that the clothes are right, and that the kids are looking as best as they can, because parents are pretty passionate about school photos, except for Casey's mum. We talked about this earlier, and I discovered, according to you, now whether or not this is true.
My mum's going to ring in later. No.
But your mum could care less about school photos.
Yep. She did not purchase one singular photo. And if she did, this can't be a lie, because if she did, it would be on our photo wall, because we've got a photo of every other life event that's ever happened.
Right.
No school photos.
So it's not that she doesn't care about you growing up and having photographic evidence. So that's everywhere in your life.
Everywhere else,
But school photos, she's like, what's the point?
What's the point?
That is... So I've never experienced a parent that could care less about school photos.
It's actually very sad, because I would be in the same military line that you were in the 80s, but this was the 2000s. We're all walking in the line. Everyone's handing in their envelope, a green envelope. It was full of cash for whatever package they wanted to buy.
That's new. You had to pay cash before you got the photo done.
Correct. It wasn't buy now, pay later.
They didn't trust
anything
you to
like that. Yeah. It was now.
So how old are you? Grade 6?
Yeah, let's just say that.
So 11 and 12-year-olds handing over cold, hard cash to a teacher, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then sitting down for a photo.
Sitting down for the photo.
That your mum didn't care about.
I didn't hand in anything, which just means I still get the privilege of sitting down on the magic chair and taking a photo, but my photo would just be a student card that I kept.
You were never going to see it, really?
No, it's literally the size of your phone camera on your phone.
You're quite photogenic.
Yeah.
So your mum just didn't think you were going to take a good photo, or the photo wasn't going to be good enough to put on the mantelpiece?
I think, she didn't think it was worth it, because now, I don't know if she's ingrained it into me, but I'm like, what's the point?
Of photos?
Of school photos. Like, you're in your school uniform. Like, boring. I know it's like a milestone, and parents are probably going to roast me.
No, I think you're right. I think a lot of, look, I don't want to be sexist.
Yeah.
I think a lot of mums are very passionate about school photos. I don't know how passionate dads are, but I've never heard of a mum just not caring at all.
So all I have is just student cards.
I think I'm with you. I think most parents like it because it is like a historical document of how your child was growing over the years into, from prep through to year 12.
Yeah.
Very quickly this morning, I would love to know, parents, are you passionate about school photos? Because it's the first time in history I've heard that Casey's mum is not really into them.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure most parents are passionate about school photos. Like, what lengths have you gone to make sure your kid is right for a school photo? Like, for you, does the school photo hinge on how good the year's going to go? Like, how much pressure are you putting on your kids for a good school photo? Because it's out of the parents' hands. Like, they're not there. They can't fix the hair. They can't rub off a smudge on the cheek.
No.
Whatever happens at school, they'll only find out about it when they get the photos back. Casey's mum doesn't care about school photos.
Yeah, and I just sent her a sneaky text and asked why she didn't buy it. And just quickly, she said, I bought sometimes, but I took my own photos of you guys, because I have a sister as well, before we went to school.
That's smart.
So she just stuck us up on a wall.
That's so
took
smart.
a photo. Genius. That's why I'm a genius.
Casey's mum never paid for school photos because, according to Casey's mum, they were a waste of time and she can take a better photo.
DIY. Justin from Clyde said, because Cal, you referenced before that there was someone lying on the floor in group photos.
For some reason, in my primary school photos, there was always a kid that lay on the floor in front of the whole class.
Yeah.
Which seemed weird to me at the time and even weirder now.
Yeah, so Justin just wanted to let you know that they would just put up the front to hold the class sign up.
Yes, I do understand that. Some kids were nominated as the kid that would hold up the sign that stipulated what year the class was and what colour the house was. I get that. But for some reason, some kids were lying down while they were doing
so then
it.
get this, because Jess, she's a teacher, she texted in and she goes, she suspects that lounging kid may have been, in capitals, that kid who needed incentive to stay still.
I see what you're saying. My mum was a primary school teacher as well, and there were some excitable children in her class, and maybe you're right. Maybe the ones that couldn't sit still were asked to lie down on the floor in front of the rest of the class.
Yeah. William from Laylor goes, yes, school photos are the best. My kids always have school photos in kinder, primary, and yes, Cal, to answer your question, you can get a digital copy or hard copies, but you don't have to pay beforehand.
I get that now. I think with the ability to Photoshop your photos, I'm assuming some parents would want to do that. I mean, there's probably two classes of parent. There's parents that want to sort of maybe fix up a few missing teeth or something like that. But maybe there's parents that just like the fact that their kids, missing their front teeth and their glasses are on backwards and their hair has a giant cow lick in the middle of it. Maybe that's just fond memories for parents. I don't know how people approach school photos these days.
Pip from Ringwood North texted in, I like to have school photos of my kids, but the big thing for me is to have it for citizenship purposes. She got her citizenship and had to prove that she spent 4 hours in Australia to get her kids citizenship as well, and they'll do the same. So school records are very important. So
it is
photos.
It is very much a historical and important document in that way.
Yeah.
Historically, you went to primary school. Sure, you were a bit awkward and growing into your body,
but you need it.
But your parents can need it for specific documents. We're finding out. Melissa in Croydon, listener of the year 2022. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning.
How much passion do you have about school photos?
Well, my parents always ordered them for me when I was growing up, so I ordered them for my children because as growing up, my family, we weren't that great at taking photos, so it's good to have those photos now. And we ordered them for our kids because you'd send some of them to the grandparents and so forth.
Exactly, Melissa. I think you're actually speaking something that actually unlocks me understanding school photos a bit more. Because back in the 80s, Melissa, it's not like today where everything's a photo. Like you're taking 70 photos a day on your phone. Back in the day, I think you had like 24 photos in a camera. Okay. And every single shot was like precious. So I think you're right, Melissa.
That's
I think school photos were a lot more important back in the 80s when photos weren't as... We didn't have 5,000 photos on our phone of our kids already. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate that. And thank you to Casey's mum for weighing in as well.
Yes, thanks, Joyce.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say, at the end of another successful podcast, well done to Casey.
Woohoo!
And well done to our special guest on the podcast today, Lydia. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
That's Lydia's next step, is to get from the podcast onto the show.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Let's go.
Got a lot of people texting us through the show and corresponding with us through the show in regards to their breakdowns in their car, or maybe not so much a breakdown, maybe user error. And we got a great one that we wanted to highlight.
So many user errors, which makes me feel better. Joanna, I said I had to read it out on the podcast because it's gold. Listen to this. She goes, I took my car to the mechanics as my car had this rolling sound every time I turned, fearing for a rattling car with loose parts flying inside. Turned out it was just a peanut M&M.
Just a peanut M&M rattling around in the car.
That is definitely user error.
That is definitely...
I feel so much better.
That is definitely like your story this morning on the show where you make it so much bigger than it is and you actually convince the mechanic that something is wrong with the car until they find the peanut M&M. Thank you, Joanne. Appreciate you contributing to the show. We'll be back on air tomorrow for a big Wednesday show with Casey filling in for Lucy, who will be back the following Monday when she's feeling all better. And we'll have Lydia back on doing the podcast proper. We got to know Lydia in this podcast. She'll just unleash on the podcast tomorrow. Thank you, everyone, for participating in this podcast, downloading and having a listen. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new episode. Until then, everybody.
Whoop, whoop.
She nailed it.
Hey!
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit of the show.
And bit.